Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Flag Goes Up podcast. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. So, in this episode, we will be discussing the transfer window, the major ins and outs. And to help me with it, I have Bhanu and Bhaskar with me. So, boys, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great, bro.
Yeah, going with the
Yeah, same good as well. So, let's just dive right into it. So, what did you guys make of the transfer window? Bhanu?
Yeah, it was sort of an exciting window because there was a lot of news among a lot of players moving, and there were a lot of good players who went on their last years of their contracts. So it was an exciting window as compared to I guess, the previous winter windows we have seen.
Yeah. So, Bhaskar, what about you?
same
What did
as
you
it
make of
was
the window?
a pretty good window for some of the clubs. They are on the
Yeah.
deadline day. They have signed some of the good players that will eventually help them in the further matches. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. So let's just dive right into it first with the English clubs. So let's just start off with Aston Villa. I think, in my opinion, they did some very good business signing Felipe Coutinho on loan from Barcelona, Luca Digne from Everton on a 27 million pound move, and Callum Chambers from Arsenal on an undisclosed fee. So, Bhanu, what did you make of Aston Villa's businesses and especially Philip Coutinho's move?
Yeah, because it will, I guess, prove to be a good move for them. Because the last time Coutinho played in the Premier League, he was an absolute beast of a player. Because
Yeah,
I think Barca ended up signing him for 150 odd million or something.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, if he can replicate that sort of form, it'll be a big boost for Aston Villa. But as we have seen for the last few years, his form has certainly gradually started to decline a bit, and I don't really think he can be the same player. But if he can, it will be a big boost for Aston Villa, surely.
Yeah, Bhaskar should have known more about Coutinho because in his debut for Aston Villa, he scored and assisted in the first 20 minutes of his
Man,
game.
he just took 15 odd minutes to just register an
Yeah,
assist and a goal. Man, it
yeah,
was
yeah,
heartbreaking. I had a
yeah.
feel that he
So,
would score, but against us, it's a little difficult to digest.
yeah. So, what did you make of the Luca Digne move from Everton? Because he was sidelined by Rafa Benitez, and I
He
think
had a
Gerrard did.
public fallout with
Yeah,
Rafa Benitez, and a
yeah,
27 million odd signing for Aston Villa. And he's a good
yeah.
left back. And
Province, I think. Yeah,
he'll be providing it some good attacking fall from left side. Let's
yeah,
see what happens.
yeah. And the Callum Chambers one, I think it just came out of nowhere. I was snoodling through Twitter and I just saw Callum Chambers has been signed. Yeah, and he was also on his last 6 months of the deal, and I think he can be a good player because he is, as you say, a hybrid player, hybrid defender. He can play as a centre back, he can play as a right back, and he also can play as a CDM. So I think Aston Villa did some pretty good business, and I hope they can push further up the table. So I can see next on my list is Arsenal. I didn't want to talk about it, but what you can do, you have to talk about Arsenal. So there was just one major incoming in Austin Trusty from Colorado Rapids. I don't even know who this player is. I don't even know what position does he play, but on Twitter I saw he's a defender, so I haven't seen much of this guy. But there has been a major clear out from Arsenal. Ainsley Maitland-Niles going to Roma, Pablo Mari going to Udinese, Folarin Balogun going to Middlesbrough, Callum Chambers, as we mentioned, moving to Aston Villa, and the big one on the deadline day, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang leaving for FC Barcelona. So
Kolasinac to Martial too.
I forgot Kolasinac to Marseille as well. So before you guys share your views, I just want to get this over and out with. And I'm glad that we are recording this video a couple of days later because on deadline day, I was fuming. I was like, what is going on at this club? We desperately need a striker and there is no incoming.
They just sold the one sole striker.
I was very excited at the start of the window because we were linked to Vlahovic, and I was like, this is the sort of striker I want, a big bully who can just bully defenders. But as the window progressed, I was starting to feel anxious because there were reports coming out that he didn't want to join and didn't want to join Arsenal. And I was like, this is going nowhere. But was my problem with Arsenal. We spent 20 days of our winter transfer window on chasing after a
On
player
just
who
one
didn't
player.
even want to come. Yeah, who didn't want to come to Arsenal when we were
He
like
initially
dogs
never
chasing
wanted to
after.
come to Arsenal.
Yeah,
His main goal was to go to Juventus only. He just played
yeah,
with the English big clubs.
exactly. Yeah. He just played with us. Exactly, in your words. He just played with us. And that was my main point that I took, because in a business, you always have plan A, plan B, and plan C. If your plan A doesn't work out, you go to plan B. And if that doesn't work out, you go to plan C. And that is why that is my problem with Arsenal hierarchy. There was no plan to it. We were knocked out of 2 cups in one row. We let go of so many players in so early in the transfer window and no incomings. We were also linked with Arthur Melo from Juventus, and that didn't pull out as well. And it came at a price, because we got knocked out of both the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup semi-final, because we just have one
Yeah.
midfielder in Albert Sambi Lakonga. So it was shambles, because we definitely need a striker, and I can't count on Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah, who just have 3 goals between them combined to secure us a place in the Champions League, because I desperately want to go back to the Champions League. And on the start of the season, I never thought that we will be in a race, but it's just crazy. And if you think that, if you know at the time that you can't get striker, just make amends with Aubameyang. Just get him on board. Arteta should have gone and said to him that, okay, we have done some mistakes. Let's just focus for 4 months and we'll deal with your situation in the summer. Lukaku did much worse than what Aubameyang did.
Yeah,
He
of course.
practically twerked for Inter Milan. He was twerking
Yeah,
for Inter
he did.
Milan. And he still starts for Chelsea. And I don't know what Aubameyang done that he could not have been integrated to the team. So that just pisses me off, the man management of Mikel Arteta. That's the only thing that I question him for. And it's just crazy, man. We could have gone a striker, because I don't trust Lacazette, because in crunch games, as I don't expect you to see that Arsenal Burnley game, we just had one chance in that game, and Lacazette put it wide. It was a gaping goal. No one was in the goal, and we had just one chance, and we didn't took it. And these are the sort of matches you need to take points so that you can challenge for the top 4. And based on that, I don't think we can challenge for the top 4 for the likes of
He also
Manchester United.
after signing
Yeah.
for Barcelona, he also told the coach that the problem was with only Arteta only.
Yeah, we
They
all
both would have sit on the table and solved it and move further. But
exactly,
they
because
decided
we
to
knew.
stick.
Yeah, we knew we were not getting a striker. Alexander Isaac, I know you should not pay for 75 million. I think Banu could explain more about Alexander Isaac. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but 75 million is way too much. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my rant. So what did you guys, as beside the banter, let me know what do you guys think of the Arsenal transfer window, because I don't think it was planned. Edu just clicking pictures of cigars and champagne and posting it online, it just infuriated me a lot. So yeah, so what do you guys think of the Arsenal transfer window?
I think Arsenal had one of the worst windows for all the teams.
Yeah, the
Worst
worst.
windows,
The
man.
worst, man. The worst.
Yeah, man. They let go
They only had
of
to sign
their,
one striker.
Yeah.
yeah, they let go of their main striker and the captain Aubameyang, full well knowing that they could not bring a replacement in, and they would be left with just Lacazette and Nketiah, as you said, for the whole season. And I don't think they are good enough. So they were linked a lot with Vlahovic and later on with Isaac. So, but I don't really think the Isaac one really materialized. And later, I think Arsenal was linked with was linked with Morata a bit. So I was a bit surprised by that.
I was like, Morata.
Because I was like, they have already seen Morata in the Premier League, and I don't know
Morata is
what
just
they're
used
thinking
for money
about
laundering, as
Newcastle.
all we know.
Yeah. Bhaskar made a clear, but he's used for just money laundering.
Money laundering. He also knows that he have to go to one club to another club to just equal the finance of the club.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah,
this was the worst transfer window, and I have seen
The
some
worst.
worse one. In one, we just signed Petr Cech, no outfield player at all. So yeah, so this was quite an abysmal transfer window. But yeah,
Aubameyang was a big name. Not even if he was not in a great form, but Aubameyang is a great name, and he will help.
he is
Obviously,
our
help.
top scorer.
Yeah,
He's a
he's
top scorer and he has played so little matches. He didn't eventually play for the whole December. I know he
think for
was
the
out
season
of
he scored
form.
4 goals.
Yeah, he just scored. Malab, in all competition, he
Okay, you
has
have
eight.
a top scorer with 4 goals.
In all
Okay.
competitions, he has eight. In the Premier League, I just has 4 or 5, I guess. So still, I believe that the chance that it fell to Lacazette in the Burnley game, if it was Aubameyang, it was in the back of the net. So yeah, if buts and maybes, and that's football. So yeah, let's just move on. We have Brentford also. They had a quiet transfer window, but on the deadline day,
Christian
they signed
Eriksen,
Christian
man. Christian
Eriksen. Yeah,
Eriksen.
yeah. I
6
feel
months.
barring the rivalry, I was very ecstatic to hear that he's coming back to play football.
Fans are
and
very
I think-
excited for the
Yeah, yeah.
Christian
So
Eriksen.
Bhaskar,
was-
what do you think? Yeah, Bhaskar, what do you think of this move?
The
of
fans are
Eriksen?
really excited for the Christian Eriksen signing a good midfielder
Yeah,
that
yeah,
will
very
boost
talented.
their team up. They're already playing good, and they just needed a one good signing and one good booster in their team.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So
it's
it's a
Christian
6 months
Eriksen
deal.
in the
Yeah,
I
it's
six
a
think
months
it'll be
six-month
deal
really
as well.
good. I think it'll be really
Yeah.
good for him to get back on the field because what all happened in the Euro.
Yeah, so yeah, let's just after moving on. Chelsea also didn't sign anyone, and Crystal Palace as well. They have made a loan signing from
Chelsea were
Mainz.
also going for Lucas DNA, if you know. Chelsea was also
Yeah,
planning to
Luca
go for
Digne.
Lucas DNA, but instead they are calling the Emerson back from loan.
Yeah, yep.
They were
And
planning to
Kennedy
go.
also, I think, yeah, Kennedy also has come back from loan from Brazil. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So Crystal Palace also, I think they, and believe me, Crystal Palace bid it twice for Eddie Nketiah and Arsenal turned it down. And I was like, Eddie Nketiah. And he's also in his last 6 months of his contract. He'll be leaving for free eventually. So get some money. But it's Arsenal to the T. What can you say? So the next big one is, I guess, Everton. Everton was
Everton.
quite busy on the deadline day. They've got a new manager in Frank Lampard, and I think
I think
it'll
their
be a
best
good
signing was
club for
Frank
him.
Lampard only.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good move for him because I think Chelsea was a bit too big a step for him in his early managerial career, and they signed two players
yeah.
as well, Donny van de Beek and Dele Alli. So boys, Bhanu can go on Dele Alli and Bhaskar can go on Van de Beek. But I just want to say, I think it will be a good move for Dele Alli because it wasn't happening for him at Tottenham for the past 2 seasons. I think this will be a fresh start for him. And yeah, so what do you think about this move for Dele Alli from Everton to Spurs?
Yeah, I think it is a good move for both the parties because Dele Alli had not been able to get playing time for, I guess, 1 or 2 seasons now. So
Yeah, 2 seasons almost.
So I think he'll be delighted to at least get an extended run of games in the team. So yeah, I guess it'll be good for both if Dele Alli can sort of uh, recover his form as he showed in his first few seasons at Tottenham.
Yeah, so Bhaskar, what do you think about Donny
Yeah,
van de Beek's move?
So I'm happy for Donny van de Beek. At least he'll be given some playing time over there. And with the new coach Frank Lampard, and he too is a midfielder and a goal scoring midfielder.
Yeah.
It will be really a good boost for Donny van de Beek. And let's see what happens. It only depends on him to show his valor there.
Yeah. He need to show the next coach that what he can do, and I think he's a talented player, and he needs
I think
more time.
Frank Lampard will definitely help them in igniting their career that was
for
in
sure.
a halt for a while.
Yeah. So yeah, moving on, we have Leeds United who also didn't sign anything, and there were bids for their star players as Rafinha and Calvin Phillips from West Ham, and they turned it down. So moving on to Manchester City, they have let go of Ferran Torres to Barcelona. Yeah, and they have signed another striker in Junior Alvarez from River Plate. So I don't know much about Junior Alvarez, but I know that he had a great season with River Plate in Argentina. And
he had a great season, scoring 20 goals in 35 appearances.
Yeah, so yeah, he's a prolific striker. Yeah, so Bhanu, what do you think about
providing just 9 assists also?
Yeah. So Bhanu, what do you think of this Ferran Torres move?
It is a totally different league when it comes to Premier League. It's totally different. These stats don't matter then.
Yeah, exactly. So Bhanu, what do you make of this Ferran Torres move? from Man City to
Yeah.
Barcelona?
Barca, I think it will be a good move for Barca because he is a young player. He will develop a lot, and he is a Spaniard. So I think there was a lot of talk from Barca from last season as well to get Ferran Torres into the team, and they managed to do it in the window. So I think it will be good move for the player as well because he had not been able to get an extended run of games in the Man City team. So at least he'll get to play more over there at Barca, and he can, I guess, sort of get the playing style that Xavi wants to incorporate in that
Yeah,
Barca team into the field as well.
yeah. So
Barca too
moving
have
on.
made some good signings over the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
I think
surely
they
talk
are
about
good.
Barca. Yeah, we'll surely talk about Barca. Let's cover the Premier League. So moving on, we have Liverpool who also signed an exciting young player in Luis Diaz from Porto on a 49 million pound move. I think they just snapped Luis Diaz under the gas for Tottenham. Tottenham did all the work of pulling the with the fees down from 80 million to 50, and Liverpool just came in and snapped him up. So yeah, so Luis Diaz also, I think, has having a great season at Porto, scoring 16 goals. So Liverpool are also strengthening in themselves, and I think it will be a good second half of the season. So what do you guys think of this signing, Luis Diaz from Porto to Liverpool?
Diaz will definitely add even a greater firepower to the Liverpool
Yeah,
side. As he'll be competing with the regular minutes with Sadio Mane, Jota, Salah,
yeah,
and a great prolific winger they'll be signing. They have signed, and
yeah.
let's see what happens in his case.
Yeah. So yeah, moving on from Liverpool, now it's the club of Basker. There were no major incomings, but 4 outgoings from Manchester
Departures, just
United.
departures.
Yeah, 4 outgoings. Martial going to Sevilla, Donovan de Beek, as we discussed, going to Everton, Amad Diallo
Everton,
to Rangers, and Mason
Rangers.
Greenwood to Prison FC. So, what do you
Oh
guys think about that?
man, it's heartbreaking. Dude, the world at his feet, and he doesn't know how to respect. And he definitely deserves to go to Prison FC. Only he'll be playing Derby there over with Mendy also. Let's see what happens. A Manchester Derby will be happening in season 2.
Yeah.
I
So,
hope
so,
so.
so what do you think of Martial's
I
move to
literally don't
Sevilla?
have words for Mason Greenwood, man.
Yeah.
He
Moving
was a
from
really
Mason. Yeah, moving from Mason Greenwood, what do you think of this Martial's move to Sevilla?
I'm really happy. I'm really happy that he's going to Sevilla. At least he'll be given some playing time over there. And most
Yeah,
of our squad was full of players, man. We need
shifted
to
somehow.
get rid of some players to give some other player play time. So it's all okay with in the Manchester United departures, no signings and no signings at all.
Yeah, maybe you'll guys address it in the summer.
Let's see. I hope we need a good center midfielder, holding midfielder. I'll be
Yeah.
hoping Rice comes over here. And
Oh, Rice.
he already have said that he loves playing at Old Trafford.
Yeah. So yeah, can
I
be
guess
a,
so.
yeah. So yeah, and we have already discussed Donny van der Beek's move and Amad Diallo as well
Amar
going to
Diallo,
Rangers.
yeah, he scored in just the debut for Rangers, man.
Yeah, I just saw he just scored a
He,
debut for
yep,
Rangers as well.
he's a good talent. He just needs playing time and to improve. He'll be improving under the coaches over there.
Yeah, for sure. So now let's talk about the biggest spenders of that transfer window. Sorry, Newcastle United. They signed Kieran Trippier, Bruno Guimaraes, Chris Wood, Matt Target, and Dan Burn. So I think from my end, I think Newcastle have done pretty well. I think they have done some good business. I think, and it can help them stay afloat in the Premier League. So Hanu, what do you think about this Bruno, especially the Bruno Guimaraes move from Lyon to
Bruno
Newcastle
Guimaraes,
on
43 million.
45 million move, 45 million, near about 45, 40, 45 million
With
move?
the add-ons, 45 million.
yeah, I guess for add on,
Yeah,
Subhan, what do you think of
I
this move?
think they have had a great window. I think they have
Yeah,
brought in the players who will help them the most to stay up in the league. Because at the back they've brought in Kieran Trippier and Bruno Guimaraes. I think Bruno Guimaraes, I think, was among the players who created the most chances in the top five leagues in the considering the last two or three players. So he is
oh,
proven quality. It's just a matter of
Yeah,
if he
he's
can
a gold medalist too at the previous Olympics, man.
yeah, he's a gold
yeah.
medalist as well.
Yeah, and with Brazil, yeah. So I think it will be just a matter of time to see if we can gel up well with that Newcastle squad, and I think they will be now be able to just hold off that relegation. I think they'll be able to
They're
move out
desperate
from
to
the
come over,
relegation
man.
battle now
They're desperate to
to stay in the
get
league.
over the
Yeah,
relegation zone, man.
I
Yeah,
All
think
this
so
I
money
think they
they
will
Bhaskar,
play
manage that
championship, it
now.
doesn't suits them, man. All this money and they
yeah,
play championship, it doesn't suits them.
yeah. So Bhaskar, what did you make of this move? Signing their rival as in relegation, Chris Wood from
Chris
Burnley for 25 million. So what do you think of this move?
Signing Chris Wood, man, he's a tall striker.
Tall,
I
tall
think
guy.
he'll be just helping them. He's just only tall, I guess. Nothing more firework. He'll bring.
I don't.
He'll bring is hit. What?
Yeah, they already had Kayla Milson, so I don't understand why they actually signed Chris Wood. Actually, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they'll be trying to score just headers,
yeah. Just headers.
headers or nothing.
Yeah. So yeah, we can all agree on that Newcastle have done enough to stay in the Premier League. So moving on,
Yeah.
Norwich also they have no incomings and they have let Todd Canwell go out on loan to Bournemouth, and Southampton as
Yeah.
well, no incomings or outgoings. So let's talk about one of our rivals, Tottenham Hotspur. They were busy on deadline day as well. They signed Rodrigo Bentancur from Juventus on a 19 million pound move, and Dujan
And
Kulusevski
Kulovski.
on a loan from Juventus. So what do you guys think
I think
about this?
these two both players just came because of the manager, man.
Yeah.
And there
Yeah,
was
Antonio
no one
Conte.
coming. There was no one coming to Tottenham, man. Adam Torre. It is being said that Tottenham were giving Adam around about 150K a week, man. And instead of this, he chose Barcelona, who's just giving him a 16,000 odd in a week, man.
And he was a youth product as well
Very
of
poor.
La Masia. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was one of the reasons he went there. So yeah, I think there's Bentancur and Kulusevski. I think Tottenham are
They
like
definitely
barring
will
all the
bring
band.
a good.
Yeah,
They definitely will bring some good work
yeah,
rate for the team, man. Good
yeah.
midfielders, two good midfielders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Kulusevski
think
also.
Kulusevski was really highly rated before he moved to Juventus, and I think in Juventus he couldn't really get a lot of playing time. So it'll be good to see what happens in Spurs now.
Yeah, I think they will. Obviously, they have also games
I
in
think
hand, and
both
they
are
will
on
challenge.
loan now. Both are on
No,
loan.
no, the Bentancur one
No loan.
is Bentancur is
Permanent.
permanent, and Kulusevski is loan.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, moving on to Watford, they've also signed a new manager in Roy Hodgson. There's nothing new in Watford sacking and hiring another manager. They sacked Claudio Ranieri, and I think they've got a good manager in Roy Hodgson. And I think that I still think that Watford will go down, but you never know. Roy Hodgson is a very good coach. I rate him really highly. And let's see what can happen there. So moving on, West Ham also hasn't signed nobody, no incomings and no outgoings. Wolves moving to
Our
Wolverhampton
West Ham should
Wanderers.
have signed JC Lingard, man. I just don't
Yeah,
know what
they
he'll be
tried.
doing.
I guess they tried, but Manchester United also have
They
Champions
were,
League and FA Cup as well, so they need players because they also shipped out Anthony Martial as well. So they
I think
needed some
Mason
backup.
Greenwood impacted the transfers of our club too, man.
Do you think that he impacted the transfer as well?
Yup, it impacted, man. In a way that there were a lot of negativity over the club, man. They were
Yeah,
just
there
trying
was
to
it.
get rid of Mason Greenwood and all that stuff. They were all busy in Mason Greenwood scenario instead of transfers, I think.
Focusing on transfers. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, moving on to Wolves, they have not, but they have permanent their signing of Wang Hee-chang from RB Leipzig. They have triggered his clause, and also we have discussed the Adama Traore's move on a loan from Wolves to Barcelona. So yeah, that's pretty much it on the Premier League front. So let's just shift to Italy. Juventus, they were the big spenders in Italy. They signed Dusan Vlahovic for 75 million from Fiorentina and Denis Zakaria as well from Borussia Mönchengladbach on a £5 million move. So what are your thoughts about the Serbian Lukaku? So yeah, Vlahovic.
Considering the sort of form he has been, I think if he manages to continue that form, I don't know the sort of player he will become, because he has, I think, actually managed to draw with the Ronaldo's record for most goals,
Yeah, most goals in a
Serie A
season.
goals in a calendar year. And then Ronaldo too made that record after, I guess, 1962 or something. He had scored 32 or 33 odd goals in Serie A.
Yeah.
So
33, scored 33.
matching that tally is a big deal. So if he can manage to continue that form, he will be a great player for Juventus in the coming 5 or 10 years or whatever. So, but I do think the Zakaria transfer was also a really good one, because you don't get players for 5 million euros nowadays, and Zakaria was a proven player, and I guess he's still 24 or 25 something, so still he has age on his side. So
and so also they shipped out Ramsey as well to Rangers.
Yeah,
so
they managed to
kind
actually
of
get rid of some deadwood as well.
Yeah, so it all fell for Juventus, I guess.
Yeah.
So so now shifting to Spain, Barcelona, they were quite busy. As we discussed, they've signed Ferran Torres, Dani Alves, Adama Traore, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So what are your guys' thoughts on this transfer window of Barca? And do you think that it is enough to get them back, not winning the league, but to get back into the Champions League?
Top four. I guess Champions League places, it will be enough for them to get back into the Champions League places. A good signing in the name of Ferran Torres, man, a good striker. They definitely needed a good striker. And he scored a brilliant goal. I think he scored a brilliant goal in his debut, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was in Atletico Bilbao, I guess. He scored a curler, so it was pretty good. So Anu, what are your thoughts on this Barca transfer window?
Yeah, they have actually managed to brought in a whole new look front three. Adama, Aubameyang, and Ferran. They can all sort
fat
of
as you call. Fat. Fat, Ferran Torres, Oba, and Traore.
So yeah, it is a whole new look front three, and if we had thought about that maybe before the summer window, we were thinking what is wrong with this guy. But I think they will sort of help them stay competitive in the league and at least manage to scrape through matches more easily, because they have been, I think they won against a team who was, I think, 18th or 19th in the league, and they scored in the last 5 or 10 minutes. So Barca have been really erratic in their form sort of this whole season. So I think these transfers will help them to get that sort of rhythm and get back to winning ways.
So at least fans can wish them the transfer really helped them, man.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we don't know.
They can't afford to play Europa League, man, because the club finances will again be a problem. So yeah,
I don't know how they are paying their wages, man. All these summer we have listened that they don't have money, and they still manage to sign players.
I think they have managed to get a loan of around 1 billion euros or something. So they're just trying to work off that. Yeah.
I think some Saudi
firm invested $1 billion or something in Barca, so they can actually.
Was it a Saudi organization, or I guess
I don't exactly know the firm from where the firm was from, but I think they invested around $1 billion to $1.5 billion or something to get the club back on tracks.
Yeah, I was very surprised as
And
well. And Juventus also, Juventus was also in a lot of financial trouble, and I don't know how they summed up this 75 million pounds for Dusan Vlahovic. And so yeah, what's gone is what's gone.
But
So
yeah,
that's pretty. Yeah,
but if these transfers don't really
oh,
work out for Barca, they'll be, I think, in a bigger bigger pile of trouble. What can I say?
yeah, man. But
But
yeah,
yeah, man.
they're already they're signing players by getting the money from someone else. So yeah, and they are even trying to refurbish the whole Camp Nou stadium. So that will take a lot
yeah, I
of
heard about
money
that
as
as
well.
well. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know how they are managing the
And they
finances
are,
and all.
PK, PK has said if Haaland wants to win the Ballon d'Or, he shouldn't go to Real Madrid.
Uh,
He should come to us only. And I don't know
That's
how they'll
just
sign Haaland for.
that's just desperate measures to have a prolific young striker. That's just desperate words. If he wants to Ballon d'Or, then he should. If he wants to win, don't go to
Literally.
Barcelona.
Of course, don't go to Barcelona, man. Come to Man
Yeah.
United. Help us.
Man United, yeah, great. Yeah, so that's pretty much it on this episode. We have, I think, covered most of the transfers, and I hope you guys liked it. Please do let us know in the comment section what transfers that you find interesting. And we have a lot more videos coming out. The round of 16 preview, we also about to do that, and it's going to be exciting. So please watch out for that, and please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And it does really mean a lot to us. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.